What?
No, that can't. No.
That can't have been you, right? I mean, he... He said the kid had dark hair, remember? Right at the beginning. And you're blonde, so he must have gotten the names mixed up, or...
No. I remember.
What? You! No!
When I saw it, when I heard my voice, it's all blurry still, but I remember going to work with my dad. And I remember this nice lady who let me hang out in her office, and I do have dark hair, Zach. I remember that now. This? I bleached it. I don't know how I forgot that. I had asked my mom if I could dye my hair. I think I just wanted like one streak in a crazy color or something. But she said no. So I got all mad about it and I wanted to rebel or something. And it took me ages and it stung, but I bleached it all just to show her I could do whatever I wanted. And then... It can't have been more than a week after that, at the fire. How did I forget all that, Zach? For years, I've been just floating around, not knowing anything. And thinking I was the blonde. I lost so much of who I am, and
I'm sorry that you're finding out like this. About all those memories that you lost. I wish it could have been different.
Yeah, me too. But I guess there's nothing we can do now, right? Nothing but try to put the pieces back and understand it all.
Yeah, I guess.
So... let's go over what we know. This guy was my dad's boss, right? And your parents worked for him too.
Yeah, Sounds like it.
And he was experimenting with removing people's souls from their bodies.
Apparently?
Which I say sounds insane to me, but I'm a ghost, so can't judge.
And his assistant, Nolani. You remember her?
A little bit. Not much. I just remember she was nice to me. But it sounds like he needed her because of some special abilities of hers, right?
Yeah, he said something about how she has more psychic attunement than he does.
Yeah, so like, he needs her to report on stuff he can't see or something.
Do you think that's...
What were you going to say?
just... Do you think that's what's going on with... me? Am I more like psychically attuned than your average person? Is that why I can see you when other people can't?
Wow, yeah. I guess so. That could be it, right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad. That you were born with psychic powers or whatever.
yeah, me too. Should we keep watching?
Yeah, I'm okay now. Let's see what else happened.
Sometimes there are sacrifices that have to be made for the greater good. Dr. Faraj was a brilliant scientist, one of the best of us, but he just couldn't see. I attempted to explain to him so many times the significance of the breakthroughs that I'm certain we would reach if we could only widen the net of our test subjects to include those of a younger age. And especially if he could see a way forward to involving his family in this greatest of causes. But no, whatever I said, he refused. He was open to the idea of expanding the range of the test subjects, of course. He assured me as much on several occasions. But he wanted to do more research first, more of the same experiments we've been doing over and over again here in the hospital. He wanted numbers, risk evaluations, ethics board approvals. And he was afraid for his daughter. He thought something would go wrong, that he would lose her. When I am trying to make her immortal. She would have been perfect. That first day I met her in Noelani's office, I am certain she would have been. She was so imaginative, so inspired, so innocently open to new ideas. But each time I've managed to see her afterwards, she has grown. She's in her teens now, a high school student. She still reads voraciously, of course. Books far beyond the level you'd expect from one of her young age. She still asks the most original questions about the nature of her father's work whenever circumstances force him to bring her along for the day. But her mind is increasingly marred by the petty concerns of fashion and teenage social lives. I caught a glimpse of her last week, and she had dyed her hair. Those beautiful dark tresses, damaged irreparably in pursuit of some juvenile trend. That was the last straw. I knew I had to preserve her intellect the way that it was now before any further distortion. And I knew that Dr. Farage would never understand. He could never separate his irrational emotions toward his daughter for the more important demands of science. Aya will be the first of a new form of being. One that transcends the limits of our flawed physical bodies. She will usher humanity into a new age. That is, if I can find her. Noelani is gone, of course. She refused to participate in what had to be done. She was always soft-hearted, even about that cat. Perhaps I should have waited until I had recruited another with her special abilities. But Aya, her time was running out. I thought perhaps if I could only focus. The experiment worked. I know it did. I saw her, if only for a moment, in all her shimmering glory. Aya, freed from the shackles of mortality, ready to experience a new life. The expression on her face, it was nothing like the fear of the other inferior test subjects of the past. There was confusion, but also awe. She was beautiful. But then I lost sight of her. I don't know where she went. I've never been able to hold the details of the extracted intellect in my mind. That was Noelani's field. She could be anywhere, and I wouldn't know how to find her. Unless she sees fit to communicate with me. Unless she returns. I have to believe that she will one day. That she has embarked on a journey that will test the limits of her new form, and that when she is satisfied, she will come back to me. Her creator, her savior. In the meantime, my experiments will continue. I will keep the true nature of what happened to Dr. Faraj from the others. Of course, I'll have to persuade them to modify our work more slowly and carefully. But I will persuade them. The work will not stop until it is done. And I will keep the shell of Aya's physical form in as good health as I can, safe away from prying eyes. I'm not sure what would happen to her in the complete absence of it. Besides, perhaps its presence will call her back. One day. One day.
Aya? Aya!
He killed me, Seth. He killed my family so that he could kidnap me and do some insane experiment and then he killed me.
No. No, he didn't kill you. He did terrible things, but his experiments. He was talking about removing the soul from the body. That's what he did to you. He even said that he still has your body. He's probably got it in some secret lab somewhere. He said he'd keep it in good health. Aya. Aya, you're alive.
You really think so?
Yes, we thought you were a ghost, but you're just separated from your body. You're like astral projecting or something.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. If we could find your body, maybe you could even, I don't even know.
Just hop right back in there.
Maybe. I'm serious, though. Maybe you could. And then you could live your life again.
That sounds crazy.
Everything about what's happened to us is crazy. Maybe it's crazy enough to work. I think there's one more video in the folder still. It might have some more awful stuff, but do you still want to watch it? Maybe it will give us a few more answers and then we can figure out what to do next.
Okay. Wanna go back up to our usual spot?
Are you going to go back the way you came?
Nah, I'll walk up the stairs with you.
It might take a while. My leg is killing me after the way I ran down them.
That's okay. I'll keep you company.
Good.
I suppose it was inevitable that more of my employees would find out the truth at some point. That's the thing about scientists. They're infuriatingly inquisitive. And these two working together. I should never have hired a husband and wife. As brilliant as they both are, their loyalties will always be to each other rather than to me. I've tried to calm them down, to impress upon them the importance of the work we're doing here. We're so close to having something to really show for it all. Ever since Aya, I've been able to make so many promising adjustments, and that Aya has to remain a secret, of course. My reputation would be ruined if that got out. No one would understand. They'd burn me at the stake, rather than accept that sometimes great scientific advancements must come at a great cost. So the threat will have to be taken care of course, before they have the chance to reveal anything to the press. Not like I don't have experience in this sort of thing. I'll reach out to a few contacts and... gone. Eliminated. Goodbye, Doctors Gilbert and Gilbert. Lights out.
Zach? Zach, are you okay? Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Do you want to talk about it?
No. I don't want to talk about it. I want to do something about it.
Me too.
We have to stop this guy. We have to find a way to get the word out. He's a murderer.
And a terrible scientist.
And just an absolute creep in general. I think we need to go back to the hospital. We know our way around there. We did so much exploring back in the day.
Yeah, I know the layout like the back of my hand.
His lab must be there, right? In one of those restricted wings? If he's working with funding from them and the university, that would make the most sense. And if we can sneak in? Maybe we could find...
We could find me? My body.
Exactly. And then, we could get you out of there. And maybe we could get a bunch of pictures of his secret lab and stuff, and we'd have even more evidence of everything he's been doing. They'd shut him down, arrest him. He can't get away with it all. Especially not with you as a witness. If everyone could see you and hear you, they'd have to believe you. And we wouldn't be alone.
It sounds scary. Not just the sneaking in part. I mean, we can handle that, but being in my body again. I don't even remember how it works. What if I jump back in there and I totally forget how to walk or talk or something?
Don't worry about that. I'll be there to help you. Like you were there to help me when I couldn't walk, remember?
Oh yeah.
I'll get you out of there, no matter what. And we'll be even.
Even. Hey, what should we do with this tablet? It's pretty important evidence too, right? Should we, hide it somewhere safe before we go into the hospital, just in case? And then we can come back and get it, or something.